go.
There's more? I can't eat all this.
Don't sweat it, Chairman. Us young folks can handle this chow.
Oh, definitely. My stomach's a bottomless pit. Bon appetit.
Hell yeah!
I got so focused on our food that we forgot to actually discuss anything. Oh, it is damn good.
Yeah. But we have to get down to business. Guess I'm kicking us off. This is Kume-kun, leader of Bleach Japan's Yokohama branch. He's going to run for this district's representative seat in the next election. Now, what you gotta understand about this kid is he's just step one of Ryo Aoki's scheme to turn Ijincho into his personal political machine.
Zhao's correct. Kume is just one step. Aoki's other steps include a huge number of Bleach Japan candidates all over the country.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
And the dam is broken. There's no stopping it now. Governor Aoki's too popular. There's no one who can stand up to him.
So you think Kume's win is a done deal, Chairman Hoshino?
Pretty much. Kume has Aoki's broad public adoration at his back. Throwing Aoki's fundraising and media savviness. Kume's got a very real shot at this.
I'd say so. He wants Ijincho so bad, it's gotten personal for him. Since it was Ogikubo's kingdom before, seizing it makes Aoki the new heir apparent. That's gotta be what he's thinking.
Yes. I'd venture to say that even if the Citizens' Liberal Party wins every other district, he won't be satisfied unless he wins this one. He's gonna throw everything he's got at this contest.
Definitely.
Well, I'm not gonna roll over and just take it. Anybody with me?
With you on what?
On taking this dude down a peg. I'm sick of getting our asses kicked.
We all are, but...
We can't just let him win. We need to do something. I mean, Bleach Japan is in bed with the Omi Alliance. Isn't that fucked up? It's, you know, hypocritical. They go around preaching about how gray zones need to go, acting like they're heroes or something. Meanwhile, they team up with gangsters to take over Japan, and everyone just claps for them?
Thing is, Kasuga, these gangsters have a governor on their side. They're untouchable.
Are you guys even hearing yourselves right now? What's gotten into you? The Ijin 3 used to protect the weak and vulnerable in this town. Granted, you did it by running a huge scam, so I'm not gonna give you too much credit. But after everything the city's given you, don't you feel like you owe something to it? Look, I know none of you guys did what you did just for the money. Ogikubo was the one raking in all the dirty riches. You guys wanted to stop a war from destroying this town. And if you don't stand up now, you're basically abandoning the Ijin 3's purpose. It's a disgrace.
You sure you want to finish that thought?
Yeah, dial it down, or I'll set you straight.
Well, I, for one, agree with him.
You do?
Everything you said is true. We all lived in the gray zones, and sure, that ain't something to be proud of. But at least we could be proud of putting food on the tables of our men and their families. You're with me on that, at least, right, Songwei? If we roll over, we will be throwing away everything we've ever worked for.
Zhao.
No, it's true. And remember, I left the Liumeng in your hands. I trusted you to consider what my men need. This is shaping up to be your first job as their new boss. Come on, Songwei.
Damn it. Fine.
Chairman Hoshino, you got any wisdom of your own to lend us?
Well, I do understand the need to be fair to the city. I'll help. And to think, I only came here for the food. Didn't expect to get roped into some noble last stand.
You know what they say. There's no such thing as a free lunch.
True that. Now let's go take care of Kume.
I have to admit, I will enjoy knocking that little punk off his pedestal. So what's a move?
Good question. We need to strike, but how?
Don't you think it's obvious?
No? What?
We need to ruin the young master's reputation.
Meaning?
We gotta make sure Kume loses the election.
How do you propose we do that?
That part I hadn't really figured out. But once we do, it'll be like kicking Aoki right in the face.
I don't see how it's feasible.
I mean, we could maim him. If he's too injured, he'd have to pull out of the race, and then...
You wanna kill him?
Well, only if he resists.
We can't do that. If he dies, they'll just replace him with some other tool. I'm sure they've got backup candidates waiting in the wings.
Hey, winning. That's how we do it. We just win it ourselves.
Huh?
We win the election with our own candidate. Put someone up who can get more votes than Kume. There's gotta be someone out there who can do it.
Yes, probably. But how do we figure out who this someone is? We're not political consultants.
Well, we should remember the votes for Kume aren't really for him in the first place. They're votes for Aoki.
Good point. Can you think of anyone who fits the bill, Chairman Hoshino?
Unfortunately, I can't say I do. Ogikubo was an incumbent here for many years, with no opponents who posed any real threat. The only people who ever ran against him just did so as a formality.
Hey, you seem to know a lot about it. Why don't you run?
Excuse me?
Yeah, people know who you are. You've got charisma.
No Yakuza's gonna win an election, even in the Jincho. If he did, I'd consider the world doomed.
Seriously.
But I could try to recruit someone who would have a chance in the race.
That's a start.
I hope you're not expecting me to shoulder this burden alone, though.
What do you mean?
Elections cost money. A lot of money. If I find a candidate, who's footing the bill for the campaign?
Mm-mm. I'll tell you right now, my people don't have a single yen to spare.
Right, so... how much is it exactly?
I'm willing to chip in some myself. But I'll need an additional 3 million yen cash just to register.
3 million? You need that much?
At a minimum. If you can't scrape that amount together, this plan is dead in the water.
I hate to say it, but he's right. Can you do it, Kasuga-kun?
Lots of properties on sale here. They even got a 4-bedroom with a living room, kitchen, dining room, and a yard. I'd love to live in a place like that someday.
Yeah? I don't know. Sounds a little too big for me.
Huh? Prison got you to like small spaces, is that it?
Shut up, man. Think about it. You got your place now with the futon, toothbrush, and a cup of noodles all within reach. Or some big old house with all that shit separated by 5 rooms or something. Which sounds better?
The house?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
be in a world of hurt.
On it. Eyes on.
Right. Try this on your side. I'm not backing down.
Who wants to go?
I got this!
You're gonna be in a world.
Watch me.
Let's go!
Take this.
I'm not backing
Cool! Check this out!
Eyes on the right.
Here we go.
Hold on!
Just gonna stand there and sit that.
You're in for it now.
Well,
You're gonna be in a world of hurt.
The enemy is defeated!
Let's beat him down.
Watch me.
I'm over here. Who wants to go?
I'm not backing down.
Done with all the fun and games yet?
Bring it on.
Come on now!
Over here. On it. How?
Let's go!
I'm not backing down. Right. I'm ready now.
Eyes on me. You think you can win?
Now! Corner it!
You're gonna get stomped.
Check this out!
Over here. Are you done with all the fight?
You're in for it.
I got
I'm not
this!
backing down. Here we go. Try help.
Watch me.
カにしてんのか。
何見てんだよ。
なんか文句あんのか。何見てんの。ぶっ殺してやるよ。
I'll show you how it's done.
Well, I'm over here. Who wants to go?
You're gonna get
Well, girl,
How dare you?
On it.
Eyes on me.
Out of my way. Come on.
You're gonna get stomped.
You're in.
Right. Try this on your side.
I got this.
Here. Are you done with all the fun and games yet?
Eyes on me.
You're in it now.
Don't
I'm
understand.
not backing down.
Watch me.
Just gonna stand
Take
there?
this. I got this.
You're gonna get stomped.
Bring it on.
Cool. Come on now.
Here we go.
Eyes on you.
Well.
I'm not backing down.
Watch me.
You're gonna get
The enemy is defeated.
Moving up in the world.
Well. You think you can win?
I'm not backing
Done with all the fun and games yet?
You're in for it now.
Out of my way!
stomped.
I'm over here. Who wants to go?
Bring it on.
Check this out.
Just stand there?
Right.
Eyes on me.
Got help.
Watch me.
Let's go.
Bring it on.
Here we go. I'm ready now.
Well.バカにしてんのか。
I'll show you how it's done.
You could find the words to say goodbye. I'm such a mess.
This one's a real classic.
Number. I've been a fool, and you've been childish. You fell down, you got her chasing sweeter dreams. Never could hide the truth in your eyes. That's how I knew that smile was a lie. You're killing it! I love you is something you never say. Hey! Couldn't get it out, always just pulled away. So then why, please won't you tell me why? You could find the words to say goodbye. I'm such a mess, I'm lost, I'm no good at this. I'm in love, still in love, still in love with you. Hard as I try, I can't even drink this pain away. Memories of you, twisting my view. I've been a fool.
You distracted me.
Hello, Kasuga-san. I must say this place is quite comfortable.
Yeah, ain't it? Also, seriously, man, how's a guy make drinking alone look so cool? Guess it's easy when you're as handsome as you.
That's kind of you to say. Why don't you let me buy you a drink?
Yo, for real? Hey, now you're speaking my language, man.
You certainly are a mysterious one, Kasuga-san. Sunghui speaks highly of you as well. I dare say it makes me jealous.
Oh, come on. Speaking of, have you been with her long? You've got this butler and lady of the house thing going on.
It's only been 3 years since I was brought into the Komijul. I can't say it's been long.
No shit.
Up until then, I was with a group called the Jingon Mafia. I was their leader's body double.
Body double? You mean like a decoy? Just like the real thing?
Indeed. If my master was ever targeted by our enemies, I was to be killed in his place. That was my duty.
I didn't figure people still did that kind of stuff. Wait, does that mean your face is...
An imitation, yes. What you see is a result of large-scale plastic surgery. But I'll have you know my previous face was rather handsome as well. A shame not a single picture of it exists anymore.
Really? Out the window then, huh?
In a manner of speaking, yes.
So that means Junki Han isn't your real name either, right? What's your real name then?
Surely we're not that close yet, are we?
Come on. First step in becoming friends is calling each other by name, right?
Well, isn't this awkward? I'm afraid I'm the type to want a bit more distance with people.
That how it was with the Jingon Mafia? From the name, I'm guessing it was some sort of Korean Yakuza-like thing?
Weren't you once a member of the Tojo clan, Kasuga-san? I'm surprised you've never heard of the Jingon Mafia.
I was in the clink for a long time.
The Jingon Mafia and the Tojo clan clashed in the 1980s, long before you were serving time.
The 80s? Dude, that's 40 years ago. I was just a baby back then. Doubt I even had hair.
Yes, I had yet to be born myself. Regardless, early in the decade, the Tojo clan attacked the Jingon Mafia and massacred a great number of them. Around 30 or so.
30?
Back then, Kamurocho was the most sought-after territory in all of Asia. I've heard the conflicts for control were rather intense. The Tojo clan was incredibly strong, and they made sure it was a well-known fact.
Still, to off 30 of them is...
To get their revenge, the Jingon Mafia main arm in Korea sent even more members to Japan, some of them as undercover agents. But deception is a tricky business, and all who could not strike at the heart of the Tojo clan were considered failures and forbidden from returning. In the end, those that couldn't carry out the mission were abandoned and left without any place to go. One of them happened to be my father.
Then, you were born here, in Japan?
Yes, but be that as it may, I don't recall being welcomed here. I wasn't even accepted by any Korean communities either. My family was treated like slime and kicked out from wherever we went. We came to be called the Stray Jingon Mafia, running away whenever we were discovered.
Slimes who run away, huh? If you're slimes who run away, the reason they chase you is because you're worth tons of experience.
I get it. You're into video games, aren't you, Kasuga?
Yeah, I played a lot as a kid.
Well, you might be surprised to learn I am too. We should talk shop sometime.
Hell yeah! So, what happened to the Stray Jingon after that?
Enter the 21st century, the winter of 2006. Around the time I turned 20, the Jingon Mafia from the mainland made an all-out assault against the Tojo clan. But even as that happened, the stray Jingon Mafia received not a word of warning. We were left completely in the dark. Our fathers were entirely forgotten by the countrymen that sent them here.
You don't say. I might know a guy who could sympathize with that.
Oh?
Yeah, he's right in front of you. I got tossed out by my family and locked up for 18 years.
Oh, that's right. That must be why I can't bring myself to hate you, Kasuga-san.
So? What happened to the Jingon's big, all-out attack?
Despite their careful planning, they were ultimately crushed by the Tojo clan. Ironically, those that survived came from all over to join those of us in the Stray Jingon Mafia. It was a miserable sight. Both sides cut off from home and left with no choice but to band together in the social sewer of a country that wasn't theirs.
Sounds like you struggled. Wouldn't know it from looking at you, though.
I could say the same to you.
Yeah, finally starting to warm up to me?
It would seem so. I haven't been acting much like myself today. I had a great time drinking with you, Kasuga-san. I truly mean that.
So whatever happened to the real Junki Han? What's he up to now?
He revived the Jingon Mafia roughly 3 years ago, and at that time had taken over a considerable portion of Kamurocho. But he was shot in the head and killed. I was absent at the time.
And it all came crashing down, huh? Hmm? Wait, then that means... Can't you use your real name now? Why keep up the body double thing? You're not trying to become the real Jungi Han, are you?
Who can say? But that's none of your concern, is it, Kasuga-san? Or am I wrong?
Nah, you got me there.
Farewell.
Guess he's not the type to open up so easily. I'll just have to keep drinking with him.
Oh, Chief.
Hey, I keep you waiting?
No, I actually just got here.
So I see you brought a friend. You're smoother than you look.
Come on, man. She's an employee of mine.
Is she now? Were you homeless just the other day? And now you're some corporate big shot?
It's a long story. One I'll save for another time. Right now, we're here to celebrate. So how about you work us some magic?
Huh. Fine then.
So, we made it to the top 100. I think that calls for a toast.
Cheers! Ooh, that's good.
I wanted to start off with a thank you for all your support. I mean, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be president of anything.
You're just being modest. If anything, I should be thanking you. If I weren't so naive, I wouldn't have had to drag you into this mess. But you're just what a company needs. You're decisive, dependable, a good judge of character. Life itself is better with you around, Kasuga-san.
Speaking of character, let's talk about the guy who pulled one over on you. Who is this jerk-ass anyway?
He's the president of a very big firm here in Yokohama.
Serious? And he just preyed on you out of nowhere?
Yeah. I never thought a professional on his level would do that. You see, I just inherited my company and didn't have a clue how to run it. It was a time I really needed somebody to count on. Then suddenly I met this business tycoon who seemed really genuine. I ate up every word he said.
And you paid the price for it.
Yeah. Every time I think about it, I feel so stupid.
Well, it's not like anyone can really blame you, right? I probably would have done the same thing if I was in your shoes.
Really?
Yeah. And remember, the fault lies with the deceiver, not the deceived. You did what anyone would do. I know you're just trying to process things, but you don't have to beat yourself up.
Kasuga-san, you're right. I know it's pointless to punish myself over something in the past.
Yep. And no matter what kind of company the shitbag runs, he's going down. Together we'll climb the ranks, make it to the top, and leave him begging for mercy.
Yeah, we will. We'll even get big enough to completely buy him out. We'll take back all the businesses he stole, and start our own holdings company.
I like the sound of that. And with that attitude, nothing's gonna stop us. So keep your chin up, yeah? Enjoy the ride.
Right.
There's that Eri-chan smile. Honestly, I saw you looking kinda down, so I got a bit worried.
Oh, was I acting strange? Sorry, it's just...
Something on your mind? You know you can always talk to me.
How should I explain this? I was just thinking about my dad.
Oh yeah?
It's like... whenever I see you smile, I always think of my dad. You two are so alike. That's why I got so emotional all of a sudden. But I wasn't feeling down or anything. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. Wait a sec, though. If I remind you of your dad, does that mean... Maybe he had a handsomely carved yet delicate face like mine.
Kasuga-san, are you just trying to compliment yourself?
No, I was being an idiot. Sorry.
You don't have to call yourself that. In any case, I wasn't referring to your appearance. It's the way you carry yourself. You're funny, outgoing, always full of energy. You make everyone around you smile. My dad was just like that. He always made me feel safe and secure. To be honest, so do you.
Is that right? I wish I could have met the guy. Sounds like we would have hit it off.
I'd like to think so.
All right. Then for an awesome dad like yours, I'll put my heart and soul into making Ichiban Confections the best it can be. Now, there's no way I could ever replace your old man. But I can protect his legacy. Would you help me do that, Eri-chan? I don't think I can do it alone.
You won't have to. I'll help you every step of the way.
Please.
But I know you've got so much on your plate already. You're sure you'll be okay?
Oh, well, I know this won't be a walk in the park. But I have good people on my side.
Good people?
Yeah. A group I trust with my life. Can't get much done without them. So I'm sure it'll all work out. Call it a gut feeling. Bet they'll give me tons of shit for overdoing it, though.
Sounds like you're all close.
Hey, you okay there?
Kasuga-san, could I ask you a favor?
Yeah, what's up?
Do you think I could ever be part of your inner circle?
Huh?
Look, you've been doing so much for me since the day we met. But I feel like all I ever do is watch from the sidelines. That's not really fair, is it? So I was thinking I could play a more active role in your daily affairs. That way you could focus more on management without feeling bogged down by all your other stuff. That's a win for you and our company, right? I can't think of a reason for me not to join.
I don't know. We all walk a pretty tough road. Shit gets out of hand non-stop. You don't want to risk getting hurt, do you?
I'm fully aware of the risk. And trust me, I won't be a burden on that front.
Okay, but... Eri-chan, as much as I like the idea, I just don't see it happening.
Please, let me be the one doing you the favor. Besides, if you say no, I'll just tag along without your approval.
Guess that doesn't leave me much choice. Don't expect any hand-holding, though.
Fine by me.
Okay. I'd say that's worthy of a toast. Welcome to the party, Eri-chan.
Cheers!
And by the way, Eri-chan will be tagging along from this point on.
I'm Eri. I'm excited to get to know everyone.
Are you sure about this? Knowing us will probably bring you nothing but trouble.
Yeah, we're always in one mess or another. Doesn't help that we got these two drunks either.
Look, you don't have to worry about me. I just want to repay you for all the kindness you've shown me. And I'm ready for just about anything.
Just about, huh? Well, I can't argue with that. Good to have you.
Welcome to the gang, Eri-chan.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, Ichiban. Wanna grab a drink with me?
Sure. But you really know how to knock him back, Sachan. Promise me you'll keep it to 1 or 2.
Oh, come on. It's no big deal if we drink more than that. It's not like I'm gonna make a move on ya.
Well, that's a bummer. So, hey, you're technically still a mama at a hostess club, right?
Yeah, but I didn't found the place. I was promoted to mama after Nonomiya saw that I was the best hostess there.
If you're that good a hostess, you'll be bored drinking with me. I ain't much for clever conversation.
Don't be so hard on yourself. It takes practice. I definitely wasn't a natural at it. But neither of us is looking for tips right now, so who cares?
Okay. So what's happening with the club now? Still going strong, even without Nonomiya?
I've got the girls holding down the fort. They should be fine, barring any earthquakes. Or ex-boyfriends.
Oh, pretty impressive that you trust your staff to run the whole joint.
They know the basics of the business. I'm the kind of mama who teaches her youngsters well.
If you do say so yourself.
Well, I do. But of course, it was that desire to educate that caused all the drama in my family.
Was that all the stuff with Nanoha and your dad that you mentioned before?
Yeah. At least things have simmered down among us recently. Thanks to you guys. My dad's in a real nursing home now, and Nanoha's looking for a more legit job like she had before.
So you call them pretty often?
Oh, no. Never. I just have my hostesses secretly check in on them every now and then. Nanoha doesn't want to see me. She'd be furious.
Why? You two really can't get along?
That's an understatement. I haven't seen her in 7 years. I do call her up sometimes, but she never wants to meet in person. I'd like to, though, and I tell her that. She turns me down every time. Guess I have no one to blame but myself, really.
I'm listening.
It's a boring story. You sure you want to hear it?
That's right, you do. I don't care if it's so boring it puts history professors to sleep. As long as it's from you, I'm all ears.
So I have your express permission to rant for the next 10 hours, and you'll sit here and listen?
Hell yeah.
Well, that's sweet of you.
Thanks. So go ahead. How come you don't get along with Nanoha?
Well, I think it's because I was just too controlling. I always had something to say about everything she did. My mom was sick throughout our whole childhood, so I felt like I had to take care of my shy little sister.
Little sister? But you're the same age, unless there's a new kind of twin I don't know about?
Of course we're the same age. Her personality just always made her seem younger. She was so timid. I was the one with the guts, just like Mom. It's probably why Mom trusted me more than Dad. He was closer to Nanoha since she took after him.
I gotcha.
Dad wasn't earning much from the little company he ran back then. I tried to help him out by getting a part-time job in high school. Didn't take me long to figure out nightlife entertainment was where the real money was. Pretty soon, I was essentially the breadwinner of the family. And after Mom died, even more so. All I wanted was for Nanoha to get into a good college and live an honest life.
But you think that came off as controlling to her?
Yeah. I told her which college to go to. Insisted she become some sort of white-collar professional. But the straw that really broke the camel's back was me chiming in about her new boyfriend. I listed every red flag I could possibly think of, then I asked her if the dude raised any of them.
What, like, you made a physical list?
Yeah. Stuff like being dirty, acting douchey at restaurants, condescending towards women, always name-dropping. There were a lot. I went too far, honestly. But you know what? The bastard did fit a lot of them. She was like, oh, but he's getting it together. He's starting a consulting firm. But I told her to dump his ass.
I'm betting she didn't like that.
No, she did not. She threw stuff, screamed herself hoarse, cried. Even my freaking dad cried seeing all the drama.
Oh, jeez. It was that intense?
I think it always bothered him that he couldn't make enough money to help my mom. He was embarrassed I made more than he did. I remember, after he found out what my pay was, he just started doing whatever I said. And then all of a sudden, during this fight, he started sobbing about how he should have helped Nanoha break free from me.
Sounds like he was finally letting out everything he'd bottled up.
Yeah. And it turned out Nanoha's boyfriend problem was just the beginning. Because in that moment, I realized my family was distancing themselves from me.
Sachan.
It was, 7 or 8 years ago when I decided to leave home and just focus on work. Imagine how it felt when Nonomiya called and told me about this new family trouble. How Nanoha chose to work at a soap land instead of asking me for help. I was shocked. I really was.
Just in case it ever comes up, we're all supposed to pretend you don't know she was working at Otohime Land, right?
Knowing my sister, she'd die of embarrassment if she found out I know.
Well, then the charade must go on.
I think I had one too many after all. I didn't plan on talking for so long. But thanks for getting a drink with me, Ichiban.
Everyone's going through something. Having a friend to talk to just makes it a little easier. Hey, Nom.
Oh, I guess you could already tell.
Well, you bet your ass I got a sec. That's what being a bro is all about.
Suppose so. You're kinda nuts. Promise you won't tell a soul?
Yeah, cross my...
Okay, so... Last night I had it, but it was late. The bartender wasn't around. What would be the harm in helping myself to a small pour? Figured I could pay it back later. That's when I see it. An unopened legend malt.
What's
a super high-end whiskey.
Get out of here.
I know, right? I couldn't dream of buying a shot, much less... I don't exactly... You're right. But I took what I poured just to...
It was that good?
Best whiskey I've ever had in my life. A taste that I've been telling you.
It's really the...
Yep.
Wait...
I did.
What the...
You think what I...
Wait...
Horse.
Well, it's not like you can return it. And if I get caught, I just pull something out of my...
It must be nice to have that kind of confidence.
Yeah, man.
Either way.
Yeah, I say...
Well, if it isn't my two favorite vagabonds. Why are...
we were just figuring out some life stuff.
Without me? At least you saved me a seat.
Of course we did. Shall we?
I'm in the mood for something special today. And I know this place has some killer...
You want... whiskey?
Yeah. There a problem?
Not exactly a problem.
Good. I was thinking we could do something fancy for once.
You don't mean...
Bartender, I'll take a 12-year-old silver malt on the rocks.
You sure? It's 1,500 yen a glass.
What? A girl can't reward herself every now and again?
Oh, thank God.
We're gonna shit our pants every time someone orders a whiskey now, aren't we?
No doubt about that.
Adachi-san, either I need my eyes checked or you actually...
Oh, it's,
Giving your liver a rest? That's right.
it's only because I don't have the money for sake right now. Not even sneaking it in from the convenience store.
Damn, you're that broke, huh?
I forgot to set aside something for this one big expenditure I have every month. It's...
What expenditure? You in debt or something?
Nah.
Oh! Isn't Takashi-kun the son of the guy who was a...
Yeah, Kasumi. And he was arrested because I didn't believe Takashi's testimony.
Yeah, but you also tried to get Kusumi released, right? Or Nouchi's the one who shot it down.
Doesn't matter whose fault it is. And you don't know how shitty it got for Takashi. First his dad killed himself, then his mom passed away from grief. Poor kid ended up in an orphanage. Well, ever since then, I've been sending Takashi money every month. Under a fake name.
Why a fake?
Because Takashi wouldn't accept money from me. So I started sending money to him under the suit.
That's a hell of a good deed, Adachi. But wouldn't Takashi wonder why the heck some stranger named Yamada-san...
Oh, I didn't overlook that. See, I played this Yamada-san character as a rich guy with a passion, and it worked. Takashi took the money without thinking twice about it.
A passion for philanthropy. Honestly, Adachi-san, you've got the perfect build to play a rich philanthropist. You look damn sharp.
Oh, sure, yeah, with a handkerchief.
Look at that, you're already...
A flunky like me can't afford a suit like that. Not when I'm helping Takashi.
Seriously,
I just figured it was the least...
That's not how I would describe it. Especially now that you no longer have a job.
Well, that...
You know...
he's,
Don't you think he should be able to stand on his own 2 feet at this point?
Well, except now he's prepping for law school.
Oh, yeah? He wants to be a...
Yep. Another blood-sucking lawyer. Nah, but maybe it won't corrupt him that much. I mean, he's a good kid. You know, he writes me a letter every month and thanks me for the money. But those letters are how I know he's trying to get into law school.
Maybe he was inspired to do that because of what happened to his dad.
I wondered the same thing. That's why I thought I'd...
The bar exam's supposed to be pretty tough, yeah?
Yeah. Well, he's been studying his ass off for the exam since college. He lives on wages from his part-time job and the money I send him. Doesn't go out or party, just studies.
Sure hope he passes then. Hopefully you'll be okay sending him money until then.
Well...
No kidding. Now it all makes sense why you're broke.
No, thanks. Hope you're rooting for me.
Yeah, of course I'm...
Then what do you say to buying me a drink?
Oh, I walked right into that one.
Come on, a clink of the glass would be music to my ears.
Fine, fine. Hey, bartender!
Hey, Eri-chan. When's your birthday?
Hmm? Oh, it's April 7th.
Oh, yeah? And what's your favorite food? Hey, he's not flirting with her, is he?
Cute girls are kind of his downfall, and Eri-chan definitely fits the bill.
All right, I got it. Eri-chan, you're a Black Panther.
Huh? A Black Panther?
That's a little fortune-telling trick that gives you an animal based on your birthday and interests. I'm a Chihuahua myself. Ooh, and hey, you and I are a good match.
Holy shit, is he really using the oldest trick in the book?
Right? Fortune-telling flirting is really dating him.
Actually, I prefer pandas. Wouldn't you rather be a panda?
Huh? Well, I don't know about that. I mean, that's not really what I'm getting at.
Oh, that's too bad.
Wow, talk about striking out. And a chihuahua? Seriously?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
Hey, why don't we all play some cards sometime?
Where's this coming from?
The bartender said we could use one of the rooms here. I figured it'd be fun to laze around and play a game or something.
Well, the second floor is a lot more, homey than that.
Hey, why don't we all...
Where's this coming from?
The bartender said we could use one of the rooms here. I figured it'd be fun to laze around and play a game or something.
Well, the second floor is a lot more, homey than that fancy first floor, so...
So what do we play? Sevens?
No way. It's gotta be President. It's more exciting with more people.
Ooh, that sounds fun. I was playing that every night with the boys back at the camp, so I'm pretty good.
I used to play it with my buddies on the force. Think I'm gonna let you guys win?
I was the best player in the Komijou.
So, can we cut the 8?
What about the 11 back?
7 handoff?
What do you mean by 7 handoff? What about stairs?
Man, they're getting pretty worked up about this.
You know, all these local house rules are just a pain in the butt. Let's just play old maid.
Oh, it's done. Watch me.
Farewell.
Later, guys.
Shit.
Peace out,